my first voiceover, so I'm a little nervous, but it's okay. Anyway, so I wanted to do a video where I show my real-time sketch on digital. I haven't actually seen many people or artists do it on like digital. I've seen it like on traditional like paper. But I did want to show you guys my real-time drawing. It took about 15 minutes to 16 minutes. And it doesn't actually take that long to sketch. Well, I don't anyways. I normally take about either like 15 minutes to max like 30 or 40 minutes depending on the scale of what I'm drawing. But today I am just drawing a little boy male. I don't know. He kind of looks like a child at the end, but I don't really know. But anyways, I usually see a lot of artists or beginners like take a really long time on their art, like 5 hours, 24 hours. It's like, how do you guys spend so much time on a drawing? Like, I don't have the patience for that. I'd take like maximum 2 hours on like a full finished piece, but then again, it's not that great, but it's okay, I digress. I did forget to record at first because obviously I drew the circle and the jawline, but it's okay, I did remember. I always keep on forgetting to like record my drawings, so I usually use my time lapse at the end, but I really wanted to show you guys the real time, you know, to show you guys that it doesn't have to take you so long to get an okay piece. I wouldn't say like it's great or anything, but I would say that it's just, you know, okay, it's presentable, it doesn't look too bad. I really want to know like how long you guys usually take to sketch, like not actually finish the whole piece, but sketch, because obviously everyone has their own little time that they draw in, and not gonna lie, when I started drawing, I usually took like 5 hours, 6 hours to draw. I think I've shown a few pictures before in like videos, but obviously I didn't talk in them, so yeah. But they were questionable. I mean, they were cute for that time, but like now when I look at it, it's like bad, you know. Maybe I'll pop up a picture of like some of my old drawings, but anyways. So yeah, I did take really long, but I've like come to the realization that a good drawing doesn't have to take that long, you know what I mean? Like, it doesn't have to be 5 hours long. It could be just 2 hours and it might just be enough, you know? So that's why I'm doing this real-time sketch on digital. Obviously, as I said before, I've seen it with other artists that do this, but either a full drawing or a sketch but on paper, but not digital. So now we are moving on to the hair. Sometimes with me, either the hair looks really good but the face looks really bad, or the face looks okay, like semi-okay, or okay, but the hair just is not it. But this time I made it work, okay? I don't know how, it just happened. But yeah, so the hair, I don't know, I don't really usually draw males, okay? I'm more of a female, you know, because I like drawing girls, I guess. But I was on Instagram and I asked a couple of my friends, like, oh, who, like, should I draw male or female? And the vote was male, so I drew a male. But this is actually not the drawing that I did, it was another one, but it's okay. But I want to draw a male because that one actually turned out pretty okay. I will show it in this little bit too. This drawing made me realize, actually, I can draw males, okay? I am able to, how do you say it? Draw more than just pretty girls. I'm pretty, I don't know, is that it might not be pretty. Maybe I'm just lying to myself, but who knows? Sometimes we gotta be delusional if you want to draw. Now we're moving on to the face, and sometimes it doesn't turn out great. Like, as you see, when I'm drawing it, I'm drawing it really weirdly. I'm drawing the under bit of the eye first instead of the top bit, which I usually don't do. And they look kind of funky at first because they're so far apart and so tiny compared to his face. But it's okay because we've got LAKEY, we've got the digital art ways to fix anything that looks a bit weird. So obviously I do move it closer in, make them bigger, I kind of drew the eyes really dark, and it gives him that piercing look. When I add in the iris, you can see that he kind of looks a bit scary. But it's fine, because he does look good, and that's all that matters. Okay, in a drawing, if it looks good, if it looks decent, that's good. I'm hoping to do a lot more YouTube videos on YouTube, obviously, because I want to do a lot more videos to do with you guys, so either gently roasting your art or like appreciating your art, because I'm pretty sure you guys are probably way more talented than me, or drawing your OCs. That would be a good video, I guess, and it'll be more fun, or maybe even painful if it's hard. You know, sometimes drawing is not it, and sometimes I get a really bad art block, but that's fine. But yeah, I would really like to do any of those kinds of videos if you guys are interested. Maybe I would do more voiceovers if this one gets a bit more than my usual videos without voiceovers. But I'm not really sure what I want to do yet, because I'm still experimenting with my art and this channel and any other social medias that I have that is to do with my art page. But yeah, I don't really know. As you can see, my vocabulary is not very experimental, I'm just saying. So yeah, anyways, stuff like that. But I will get better as I do more voiceovers, as I get more confident with myself, as I get more comfortable. Yeah, but that's gonna take a while, because I don't think I'm gonna do a lot of voiceovers, or maybe I will, I don't know. Okay, but moving on, we are doing the nose, and sometimes let me just tell you, the nose, oh my god, it takes so long for me to like actually like the nose that I draw initially, because I don't know, nose is such a weird thing to draw. I don't know, a lot of people just draw it with like 2 nostrils and leave it, or like a little dash in like anime, you know what I mean? But I like to draw my nose as like an actual nose, but sometimes it just doesn't look like a nose. Yeah, basically the face is just not fun to draw sometimes if you don't do it right in the first bit, but it's okay, I think. Is it okay? Is it okay? This voiceover is gonna be more of a ramble than a voiceover, because I don't know what to say for a whole 15 minutes and 40 seconds, so I need things to communicate about, like how this drawing is actually not that bad. Like, you know, sometimes, for instance, like a lot of people can draw females but not males, people like vice versa. Like, I admire the people that draw both so well. Like, I envy you. But anyways, it's okay. I do also want to do a video kind of talking about these art gods and how you can actually use them to actually make your art better. Obviously, they're there to make your art better and for them to show you how they got to that stage. But I also want to do a video to talk about art tips that people also give. Not just like regular TikTokers or regular shorts and, you know, stuff like that. But I'm actually talking about the art tips that are given by the art gods, you know? If they're actually good or not. But, you know, I don't know. But this it's kind of hard to actually know what works for you. Sometimes an art tip might not work for you, and obviously that's not a bad thing. Like, obviously art tips are there to be used to see if it works, and if it doesn't, then you just let go of it. But I do want to also share my tips, but obviously I'm not that good of an artist, and I don't know if I'm at the stage to be giving out art tips, because obviously the people that are going to watch this and are listening to my art tips, I might sabotage them, you know what I mean? And I don't want to do that. So I want to give out good art tips that might actually work for you guys. So this is why this is like my art journey YouTube, okay? It's like my art that's gonna progress in few years, and then we can look back at it and be like, oh my gosh, look at my trash art back then. Now look at me. Hopefully that's how it's gonna go. I'm not like, gosh, dang it. Oh, my art is trash, but it's okay, because, you know, if you do an art and it's perfect, it's gonna be hard for you to be able to see change in your art, if you get what I mean. Like, your art needs to go through the ugly phase to actually see that difference in your art. And I think it's perfectly fine if your art is ugly. I have those days most of the time where my art is really ugly. But I think that's important though, to have those art, because that shows that you are going to be able to see what you are not good at and can work on it. As you can also see, if you notice, I actually don't zoom in whilst drawing as much because I can't see the clear picture. So I like to zoom out and draw, because then it just helps that much. But when I'm like drawing the eyes, I do go in so that I can do it better, I guess. But I don't zoom in because I think it just doesn't show you the real picture, and sometimes you would get in too much detail, like, you know, get lost in the whole drawing and then take too much time on one bit when you can actually be finishing up the whole thing by then. But yeah, I think it's better to draw like that. I think most art gods that I've seen do it like this, I think. I don't really pay attention to that, but yeah, I also want to know, like, who do you guys admire? Like, who do you guys learn art from? Who do you guys like to watch when wanting to watch art to inspire you guys, or trying to get that art block kind of gone so that you can draw more? Because I know that I get a lot of them, and sometimes watching artists help me get rid of the art block. As you can see, I am flipping my canvas to check if it's really weird and wonky, which it was. So I'm using LAKEY to change that up, make it a lot better. So yeah, I think when sketching and when drawing in general, I think it's good to erase some things, you know. It's fine. I don't know how to describe it, because I used to draw just in separate layers and not join them up because I was scared that I'm gonna ruin it. But now I'm trying to be more confident so that even if I do ruin it, it's fine because it's fixable. Anything is fixable. So I joined them up. Obviously I was drawing in separate layers, but I did join them up at the end to just get a clear picture, and I'm going back in, making things harder and stuff like that. So I think when drawing, it's very much of a learning curve to get what's right and what's not right. And I'm blabbering on, but I'm hoping that this might help you. But obviously, I'm not the person to be giving you art tips. But I don't know. Am I not? I guess. I don't know. You can decide. Obviously, it's your choice on who you want to learn them from and who not to. But yeah. Around 2 minutes left, so I am just fixing up the drawing, flipping them back and forth to see if I can change up anything to make it look better, to see if it's wonky, and to see if I can change up anything. Obviously his face, as you can see, it's like he's a child, but I don't know, is he a child? I don't know. Maybe if I made his face longer, it would make him look more of a not a child, but I don't know. I don't know, but oh gosh, it's a bit windy outside. Anyways, I don't think it's a bad thing necessarily to have your art that's a boy look like a child. I think it just happens for me. Like, one time I drew, I'm gonna butcher his name, but look, he's my favorite character in Genshin, but ᴅＳǒɪ? Is it ᴅＳǒɪ? Bruh, the more I got, Geo Archon, you know, yeah, him. Drew him like ages ago, and for some reason he did not look like himself. He looked more like a child of himself, you know what I mean? Like when he was maybe 13, 12. I might pop it up on here, but I'll show you. But he just looked like a child, and I don't know why I keep drawing males as children. They just look so tiny in their age. I don't know. Maybe I just need to get better at drawing them like men. You know, like men, not boys. So here it is, but you like, can you see what I mean? Like, he looks like a child, but can I also say the improvements? Gosh, so good, so good. So I do usually just use one type of brush for most of my coloring and my sketching. I did get it from someone else, but I don't actually remember. If you guys do want the brush, not that the brush actually does matter in a drawing, I think it's just the artist. If you guys do want the brush that I use, I can put it in the description or in my next video, I don't really know. But this is how it looks. I'm really happy with how it looks. So yeah, if you guys do enjoy this real-time drawing, please let me know so that I can make more of these, and give me some YouTube video recommendations or suggestions of what I should do in my next video so that I can make it come true. But thank you guys for watching, and yeah, bye. See you guys in the next one. I think that's how people do outros.